Alright guys, today is one of those days where I am doing a fishing trip review. Oh wow. Just looking at sonar, saw a lot of fish, but it's probably like mullet and whatnot hanging out by the dock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring y'all down the Spoil Canal. Now, everyone has their routes and whatnot. I'm just going to kind of give you a tour of it, right? So it'll be cool. Let me just idle out all the way over here. Lots of kayakers and boat traffic out. I have to safely negotiate. So I got my PDF on and got my kill switch attached. Yeah, see, I'm looking down, man. There's a kayak right there. There's two boats right there. Crazy. All right. What's going on, man? Paul, how you been, man? Hope you left something for me. Roger that. Get past these guys. Let's see, how well can y'all see? Y'all can see well enough. All right. What's up, man? So this first part of the Spoil Canal is pretty much just a straight shot. It's really easy. Now, starting about right here in the Spoil Canal, you'll see these gray pilings. And those mark where you want to go. You want to stay to the left of them. Now, where they are right there on the right-hand side, back in the day, that used to be a solid shoreline, but it has since eroded away. So this is the canal you want to stay in. Man, that wind's blowing. But you can shoot across that pond. I would only do it if the water's up and if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, I'd recommend against it. And I would say just go left and stay in the channel that was designed for boat traffic. So at that first pond, I call that Redfish Point. I know it's not a point, it's just what we've always called it. That's Redfish Point. Now you're gonna have like another, it's like a bend in a bayou or something like that. But my point here is that where you see these gray poles right here, these gray pilings, that also used to be a solid shoreline, and the canal was dredged around it. Today it's eroded away. So just stay in the canal that was designed for boat traffic. It's good to make a habit out of looking behind you just to make sure no one's coming up behind you. Just part of being safe. Now again, if you're going down the Spoil Canal and you are not sure, we have these gray pilings with one red stripe on them. Stay to the left of them on your way out, stay to the left of them on your way out, stay to the right of them on your way back in. again, here's another pond that had a shoreline that eroded away. So you see the gray pilings with the single red stripe on them. Stay to the left of those. The canal was dug to go around the pond. I don't know why they did it like that, but that's how they did it. Sometimes you'll come across a spot like this and it doesn't really make sense if you should keep going straight or go left or right or whatever, but just follow the gray pilings with a single red stripe or follow the route you put in on your GPS. Another tip that I would tell people before we had these fancy gray pilings is you could look for where the canal was dug by looking for the spoil. That was, the spoil is the material removed and thrown off to the side. So you can see it here on the left-hand side, the land there, the ground there is a little bit higher. And so you have the bushes and other non-spartina grass plants growing there. And so you keep that to your left on your way out, and then keep it on your right on your way back in. All right, coming up here is the pond that gets everyone. Man, if I had $1 every time I saw someone stuck in this water out here in the shallow water, I'd have quite a few dollars. So again, gray pilings. If it's got one stripe, well, that one's got one. What the hell are they doing? Keep the gray pilings off to your right-hand side on your way out, right? And that way you can stay in the channel that was designed for boat traffic. This pond off to the left-hand side, if you look at it on Google Earth, you can tell. It is insanely shallow. And look, there's a couple gray pilings I see here that are on the left-hand side as you leave, as you go out, and those only have one stripe. The other ones have two stripes on them. But going across this open water area, you know, over here, off to my right-hand side, the water's deep enough for you. But off the left-hand side is where it gets a little crazy. So as long as you stay next to these gray pilings, keep them on your right-hand side as you go out, you'll be good to go. Now, as you get closer towards like land on one side and this island on the other side, you'll see these two pilings, these two signs saying, hey, no anchoring or dredging, because they got a gas pipeline running through the bottom right there. Just shoot between both those signs. Now here's another part of the Spoil Canal where it can get a little hairy. This part is silted in a little bit. So right now the water's up high and I'm probably not going to kick up any mud. Now I'm looking and I'm not. Now this is another part where it's silted in a little bit. And let me give y'all a little bit of navigational advice for Louisiana's marsh. That's called when in doubt, mash out. Do not stop. That is the number one thing that gets people right there. It's gotta be. People stop. They get scared, so they stop, and then boom, they're stuck in 6 inches of water. When in doubt, mash out. Trim that motor up and smash that throttle down through the center console and keep going. But so y'all know, like this bay boat that I'm about to pass right here, I've taken boats bigger than that one through the Spoil Canal in water conditions lower than this and made it just fine. Crew boats do it all the time. And he's got a little bit of a bigger wing. Now you have this last little leg where the canal shapes kind of like an L towards the end. And this is just a straight shot. This is real easy. You might hear about people talk about how trash from Hurricane Katrina was blown in right here, but it is long since been removed. It's gone. Now, coming up here towards the end of the Spoil Canal, there's two ways you can go. If you want to enter the Mississippi River Gulf outlet, you take this left and go straight. And when you do take this left-hand turn right here, go wide because it's really shallow there on the inside of the turn. And there's got to be, there's people fishing in it. Yeah. Well, I'll just go this way. I have no idea. I wouldn't fish right there, but they are, so I'll be courteous and come off plane. Don't want to throw a wake on them. I see 3 more boats ahead. What's going on, man? What's up? He might have said something to me. I have no idea. I can't hear anything when that engine's running. Not that it's loud, it's just that I'm really deaf. I'm not really deaf. It's not that bad. This is not a good place to fish. Oh, my hat, there it is. What's up, man? What's going on, man? Anyways, guys, so what I was saying is you can go this way, and it's kind of silted in a little bit over here. You have a real hard bottom over there to my left. You can see that shell bank that boat's fishing. And you want to stay next to these gray pilings. You can be on either side of them coming out, and it's okay. But you can also take a right after you take that left-hand turn, to go out towards the south side of the MRGO, of the Mississippi River Gulf Outlet. And you can get out that way, just follow the bayou out. But typically everybody goes this way. Just gonna get past this boat, then get on plane. We're going too darn slow right now. It's a little breezy out here today. So you want to keep running until you're past this chair well, until you're past this little platform on the right. All right. So guys, that's how you run a Spoil Canal. Hopefully that wasn't crooked the entire time. It's pretty easy. It really is. It's really never been easier to run it. And I'm looking at the amount of time it took me to run it here. My boat, that's probably going about 40, 43 miles per hour with the stops that you saw. And I'm looking at 26 minutes right now. So if you got any questions or comments, by all means, post them up below. I'll get back to you when I can. And if you're not a member of LAFB Elite, consider joining. You can go see everything it is that members get at lafishblog.com/join. Tight lines, y'all.